3 years ago, I couldn't stick to a single habit. I'd scroll late at night, I'd skip workouts, and I'd lie to myself. But now, I wake up consistently at 6 a.m. and do the work I have to do until midday. I've achieved all the goals I've set myself to, and I feel so proud of myself. Here's how I became dangerously disciplined. My name is Lucas, I'm a psychology and philosophy student, and my goal with this YouTube channel is to help you improve your mental health through science-based habits and philosophy. So if that interests you, you can scroll down and hit the subscribe button. This video isn't a video about habit formation. This is a video teaching you how to be extremely disciplined in the things you set yourself to do. Basically, discipline is doing the hard thing, right? We have to differentiate between motivation and discipline. Motivation is when you have a motive for the action. Basically, you want to do the thing that you're doing. So let's say scrolling. Do you need discipline to scroll? Well, no. You have motivation to scroll because it feels good. But now, running a marathon, do you need discipline for it? I'm not saying a professional athlete that loves running. I'm saying you that's watching this right now. Would you need discipline to run a marathon like right now? Yes, because you're not motivated to do it. And so most people make the mistake of relying on motivation to do things, which is a mistake because motivation comes and goes. What we have to do is focus on discipline. Now, I'm not saying motivation is useless. Motivation is extremely important, okay? And if we can maximize motivation, then that's great. But we can't rely solely on motivation. We need to build the discipline because there will be one day where staying and not doing the thing you're supposed to do seems better than actually doing it. And it's when you go and do the thing that you actually progress. So discipline is doing the hard thing when you don't feel like doing it, when you're not motivated to do the thing. And discipline is a skill that you can train, like a muscle you train at the gym. It's not something that you have lying around like money, right? You have like $100 and you can spend $100 on a few things. Discipline isn't like this. You don't just wake up with $100 of discipline every day. You have to train it so you can have more discipline in other things. It's like a muscle. So if you go to the gym, first you'll be very weak because you're just starting out. So you have very light weights, you'll be doing it. And then with time, you start to get stronger and use heavier and heavier weights. This is what we have to do with discipline. We have to increase the difficulty slowly but surely. So how would you start being disciplined? First, start with small habits. For example, and I know everyone says this, but if everyone says something, you should listen to it, okay? Well, sometimes. Making your bed. Make your bed every day. This is essential to train your discipline. It's something so small that you might even think is useless, but you need to do it to train your discipline. Start making your bed every single day for a few weeks. Then you'll have started to build the discipline skill. Another thing you can do is taking cold showers. I'm saying here things that you can do quite easily and you don't require that much. So cold showers is a great thing to increase your discipline because it sucks. Like after you do the cold shower, you feel good. But before, like having to get in the cold water, if you don't like it, is really, really shit. And if you're in a position that you need to build more discipline, this is a great thing you can start doing. And do it early in the morning. Don't start with the water hot and then turn to cold, because it's easier. Do the hard thing. Turn the cold water on and force yourself to get in. Even, look, listen to this. This is important. Let's say you set yourself for the next week to take daily cold showers. You turn on the water, but you don't get into it. Let's say you only take 2 cold showers in the next week. And then you're mad at yourself because I wanted to do it every day. That's still progress. You still train the skill of discipline. Last week, you took no cold showers. This week, you took 2. That's great progress. Then next week, you can maybe take 3 or 4. And slowly, you'll build the habit, of course, but the discipline in general. Same thing with making your bed. Even if you don't do it every day for the first week, it's still progress relative to your past self. So you need to understand something, which is basically in life, but in this in particular, we need to think about progression, not perfection. Perfection is the goal, what we want to achieve. But right now, we're starting out. We're not looking for perfection, we're looking for progression. Let me say another example. In the gym, you don't go in the gym expecting to lift the heaviest weights it's there, right? You don't go to the bench press and put like 3 plates on each side on the first day of the gym and try benching because you'll fucking die. You slowly progress. Same thing. Let's say you're starting a YouTube channel as well. So here what I'm doing. I'm starting out, right? I'm not expecting perfection. I'm expecting progression. I'm trying to get better with the videos to come. I'm studying more and more about the topic that I'm talking about. So mental health, the brain, neuroanatomy, and stuff like this. So I can make the best videos possible and increase the quality of each one as the time comes. And what we want to do in life in general is always progress. Not be perfect from the start. Because this counterintuitively, trying to be perfect from the start will lead to worse results. Because let's be honest, you're not going to be perfect from the start. You're going to get mad at yourself. And then you won't do it again. So we need to really think of life as progression, of getting better and better and better as the time comes. And if you want to know which habits exactly to start doing to improve your mental health, you can check out my full mental health course, The Happiness Fast Lane, in the description. I'm genuinely so proud of this course, and I really believe this can help you. Another thing you can do to train your discipline is to take some small habits that don't feel great, but you can do easily. So we're trying to do things that take discipline, but don't take like other things, so a lot of time or a lot of money or a lot of effort. So for example, meditating. Okay, meditation is a great habit, and I do think everyone should do it. Okay, if you don't meditate, you could start meditating, not necessarily because of the benefits of meditation, which are better mental health, you're more present, more mindfulness, but for the sole purpose of increasing our discipline by starting a new habit. That is uncomfortable, right? Sitting and trying to focus on your breath when your thoughts are going elsewhere, it's hard when you're starting out. And doing this, you'll train your discipline. And then, okay, so this is the first phase, where you're just showing up. What do you think the next step is? Well, going further. For the next step, at this point, let's say you're making your bed every single day, you're taking cold showers every single day, you're meditating you're missing very few days. At this point, your discipline is already completely changed, okay? Let's be clear. After this first phase, if you actually go through and you do these habits, your discipline will be so much better. You'll be so much more disciplined to do everything in your life. And that's the point, right? After these first few habits, that you actually start to introduce stuff that needs more effort. Maybe you say, okay, I'm going to go for a run in the morning. Going for runs in the morning sucks. You just woke up, maybe it's cold, you want to stay at home. You want to, maybe you even want to work and study, but not to run. And that's the point. Go for a run. It doesn't need to be 1 hour. Go for a 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes run. And I'd say even if you have to lose a little bit of sleep for this, okay? So I think sleep is fundamental. And I'll always say this, if you can improve your sleep and nothing else, improve it. But for this next period of your life where discipline is the thing you're really trying to improve, losing 15 to 30 minutes of your sleep to add an extra morning run can be a game changer for your discipline. Maybe you want to add, going to the gym a few times a week. You want to add, eating a food that you don't like, but it's good for you. So start doing things that take more effort, but you need to understand something, okay? The more effort something takes, do you think it will give you less results? No, it will give you more results. So that's what you need to do. After the first phase, where you've basically switched on and you got the noob gains, right? So in the gym, there's something called the noob gains. When you're just starting out at the gym, it's when you need the least effort, but you'll make the most gains. But now, after a few years, you don't have the noob gain anymore. Now you need to really, really focus and put effort into the gym to get gains, but it's never at the same rate in the beginning. With discipline, it's the same. The first stage, you got a lot of discipline gains, basically. But now you really need to focus if you want to take your discipline to the next level and train it every single day. So let's say you need more discipline to study. Slap yourself in the face and just say, okay, I'm going to study 30 minutes every single morning, even though I don't feel like it, even though it might be a shit time, even though I might not even study well. I'm going to force myself to do it because I want to train the discipline. That's how I did. I didn't like studying. So let me tell you this story. I never liked studying. But then I disciplined myself to do it every single morning. Not every single morning, sorry. During the weekends, I'd wake up early and then I'd study for a few hours, fasted, basically when you don't eat in the morning. And I would study very hard. At the beginning, it sucked. I really didn't feel like studying. Because it's not something that gives you a lot of pleasure, especially when you're doing other activities that give you a lot more dopamine, such as scrolling, addictions, etc. But then I started to do it and train my discipline skills with other stuff. And, I'm at the point now where it's just a habit. I don't wake up and I'm like, will I study today? I just wake up and study. It's like I wake up and brush my teeth. It's like exercising. It's a habit. It isn't something that I don't do. I just do it. And now, that's really crazy. But sometimes I even get some pleasure from studying. Right? So I'm studying neuroanatomy, neuroscience, and I'm getting pleasure from this. I'm like happy. But then, okay, at this point, you're getting motivation for it. But building your discipline through this process that I taught you would really change your life. Because one of the greatest skills you can have as being disciplined is doing the work when everyone else isn't. It's when it's hard. This will set you apart. It will put you in a place where most people won't. And the truth is, most people aren't disciplined. The normal today is procrastination. Is doing the work only when you feel like it. Most people don't sleep well. How many people do you know that wake up and go to sleep at the same time every day and wake up early to study while they're fasted for better mental performance? How many people do you know that are on a ketogenic diet to improve their mental performance for better work and better studying? Do you even know one person that does this around you? No. Is it easy No. But when you do it, you set yourself apart. You get an unfair advantage. And do you want to know the crazy truth? Is that it's fun. I have fun by recording. I have fun making my healthy ketogenic meals. I have fun studying. I have fun doing this. I feel so proud of myself. I feel great. And most people that don't do this, that do the fun habits, that sleep late, that scroll, that eat shit, they feel like shit. They don't feel good. They don't feel happy. Because what you need to understand is that true happiness in life comes from progression, comes from doing the good habits. Stop just giving yourself so much dopamine. Stop. This is ruining your life. You think you're having fun, but you're not. This is ruining your brain. And people don't realize this. They say, oh, if you stop watching social media, if you start sleeping early, if you stop waking up to study, people will say, oh, you're extreme. You're too extreme. People will shit on you by doing this. But say fuck them. They're not having fun. And if you trust me and do this for a few weeks, you'll see how much more fun you'll be having, how much happier and more fulfilled you'll be. And then you'll look at them like, what the fuck? How are they telling me I'm too extreme and I'm ruining my life by doing this? Since they're the ones that are fucking depressed and unhappy. You will improve your mental health through doing this. You'll be happier, more fulfilled. Because this is real fun. Progression and achieving your goals. Not scrolling on TikTok. Not watching Netflix. And look, I'm not saying you can't go out with your friends. If your friends are going out, going to the to a bar, or going to talk and have a good time, that's okay. But what I'm saying is sleeping late to be on your phone, to watch porn, to watch Netflix. These aren't good reasons to do so. So train your discipline. Please. This is going to change your life. And do the good habits. You see how much more fun you'll be having and how much more disciplined, and basically you just become a high performer. You'll change your life. Thank you for watching.